Well, it was a humble heart. This is coming from the Sports Lions Den here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Big news today in free agency. I'm going to be talking about that as well as some saddening news I just got over the Yahoo and ESPN. Um, Angel fans, I'm going to tell you right now. Uh, After pitching 2 days ago, my heart and condolences go out to the family of pitcher Tyler Skaggs, who passed away today at 27. Um, he was a good player. He wasn't a great player, but anytime a team loses a guy like that, especially as suddenly as he did, um, there was either a very fast working disease, either some, how you say, foul play, whatever the case may be. It is still so sad to see somebody die at that young of age. Um, personally, I've got a brother that's 1 year younger than he is, and of losing a guy like him, he would be. It's so devastating for anybody to actually go through something like that. So my heart and condolences go out to his family, the Angels organization. They're playing in Texas right now, so Texas and the Angels tonight have already, both of them have pretty much agreed. We're canceling the game tonight. We're postponing it. There's just gonna be too many things to go on. Yeah, it's just sad. I, I don't know the details behind it, so I have no idea what's going on. And I'm I'm an Angels fan. I root for a lot of teams, but number one, I'll root for the Angels. I watch the Angels games. It's it's just sad. It's very very sad today. Hopefully that some of these things I could talk about today with the free agency in the NBA, I actually brings up a lot of the moments or a lot of the things to go on. Um, but I hate to be the bear to break bad news like that. But I've just got I get a lot of Yahoo Sports, ESPN updates, and that just popped up, and it's worse when something like that happens, especially when you can see it coming. When we hear about people like Bart Starr pass away, he's had his years. He's late in the years. Yes, he passes on. But somebody to not even make it to the 30 mark, uh, and going is always upsetting. I mean, I think that's the first pitcher that I know of that passed away since Jose Fernandez back in Miami. And I mean, that was, no matter what was behind that, everybody wants to say drugs and alcohol were involved. That was actually, it's still sad to see somebody go like that in a boat crash and everything. But yeah, that just, like I said, that just popped up on my news, and I thought I wanted to do my daily rant about. This is going to be, I'm going to try to do a daily rant every day for the next couple, all month long. See how many of you guys want to subscribe. Um, Started a new job, so I've got a starting swing shift today. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna do a lot of catching up on daily news and being able to watch these games with you guys and talk to you guys about them. All the different sports news. I mean, so I thought July 1st would be a good time to start doing this. Going on the free agents, now getting onto something a little bit lighter news. Free agency for NBA just started yesterday. I've been actually keeping up with it for the top three since 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon when free agency opened up. I honestly think, and everybody wants to shoot for Kawhi Leonard. Brooklyn, congratulations to you guys for picking up KD, Kevin, and Kyrie Irving. I believe that's going to be a strong matchup for him, especially with DeAndre Jordan. I actually like the role that he has. Lakers are still in limbo. I honestly think with the moves that Kawhi did, I mean, yeah, he won that title in Toronto, but you know what? As dysfunctional as they've been talking about Lakers are doing, they're putting all their eggs in the basket. They want to win now. So they got rid of a lot of top-notch talent to get the superstar in Anthony Davis. So, and they've also brought in LeBron James, let him pick his own staff that he wants to, his medical staff and all that. So, a lot of different things are happening. That's telling probably Kawhi's camp, listen, we take care of our superstars. Whatever you want, we'll give it to you. So, it's going to be interesting to watch these games going on, and it's interesting how you sit when you're watching these games. It's like, really, here's another game. Kawhi Leonard, I would say, would be the total greatest thing that I could see on a squad like that, and I would enjoy to watch him on the Lakers, even I'm a Lakers fan. But another one, everybody wants to talk about, okay, once they get those 3 superstars, who are they going to pick up? Rumor has it that Andre Iguodala was traded to Memphis. There's a possibility he might ask for a buyout so he could go to he'll be a free agent and go to the Lakers. There's a chance that there's that involved. As well as the fact is that a lot of these games so interesting. A lot of the little play right here, because all these different picks are going to here, and all over the place. I'm actually enjoying watching this because it's supposed to be the biggest free agency season in decades. Loser that I would say in these games. My heart goes out to you, even though I'm not a big fan of any team in the New York or Boston area. I'll root for them. You got to show me results. Most of the time I'm a sports bettor too, so when you show me results, I've got to be able to see you winning before I actually put my money on you. So, for all you guys out there in New York, the Knicks, I'm sorry. I feel for you. But it's still getting typical. It's still getting to where New York is a big market. But a lot of also New York fans out there tend to want to hold on to the past and not embrace future. You don't believe me? Look at the New York Giants. You still got Eli Manning there. He ain't that good. He won 2 titles. Big deal. You've been at the bottom of the pack for the last 3 years. Something's got to change. Great quarterbacks pass on. I mean, the 49ers passed up or traded for Joe Montana. I mean, Foles went to Jacksonville. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of winning quarterbacks do move on. I mean, Peyton Manning got let go from Indianapolis, went to Denver. What are you guys going to do on that part? Now, one thing about this show that a lot of other people don't talk about is I like to talk about women's sports. Due to the fact is a lot of the times women's sports, whether we watch them or not, especially when it comes to soccer, NBA, we got a lot of pride with them. They're a lot more fun to watch. You might not be able to sports bet them all the time because not many people get the financials. And I actually agree that they need to be paid the same way as everybody else. But I also see where the dilemma's at, where because a lot of people do not like to watch women's sports, and when I'm talking to a bunch of people about the WNBA saying, hey, we got a team here in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Aces, people don't care because it's women's sports. So when people don't care, people don't go and watch the games. Means that revenue is not getting into the teams to be able to pay the players the money they're supposed to be paid, which is saddening. These women are not being paid as much as they should be. I love the fact that Megan Rapinoe is standing up, even though I'm not really a political person. I think her standing up for women pay and everything like that as well is, I might have a little bit of biasness. I have a daughter that I want to see grow up and be a strong woman. I believe that this is going to be, when she's a big soccer fan, she will actually watch these games and see strong women saying, you know what, we can do things, we have a voice. That's going to be interesting to see later in life. But like I said, when I talk about women's sports, I talk about the WNBA. I honestly believe I want to see the United States get to the finals. Maybe call me biased, but hey, I'm American. You got to work with it. Be a lot of big games. I've got some power ratings. I just still think it's going to be interesting. I'm watching some of these games going on right now on TV, and I'm looking at it to the point where there's just too many things going on in the world of sports right now that we're just trying to figure out.
$180 million. He's staying in place.
You do achieve some type of zone.
2 hours after.
Now I'm looking at, sticking with ESPN, I'm looking up to, trying to see what you guys got on the TV. The Jimmy Butler sign and trade completed, reported. The 76ers, Trailblazers, Clippers. You got all these moves. Well, that means probably the Clippers are going to be out and about because Jimmy Butler going down to Miami, which I actually believe that's actually a pretty good one. Jimmy Butler going down to Miami. Because Jimmy Butler is one of those guys that you can actually see that he's first and foremost a player that wants to win. And he pushes his teammates to be as competitive as he is. And a lot of teammates don't like that, and they want to be playing their own way. They want a casual game and all that. He's not that type, so he doesn't get along with people that are not his type. Pat Riley down in Miami, he expects nothing from somebody that's Jimmy Butler's type. So I think that's a best move, most perfect move in free agency right there. I would say if there was one move that you say that's guaranteed to work, it's going to be the Jimmy Butler to the Miami Heat trade. And some of you are probably saying, well, what about KD and Kyrie? Well, KD and Kyrie really do not like social media and answering questions and thinking, oh, my stardom, I should get all the credit, none of the blame. And you're in New York. You're in Boston. You guys are going to get a lot of the blame. So, because, not to be mean to New York and Boston fans, but you guys are brutal. You guys are so brutal when it comes to this. It's almost to the point where you push players out of your cities. And you're wondering why, especially like the New York Knicks, you're wondering why you can't get free agencies. It's because you fans and you media members are so brutally biased. You expect the best. And we're not going to, and you basically will tell me and other sports fans, we don't care. We expect better. We expect the best. We're New York. We are the best. And then when you're upset when the best players don't come to your team, well, maybe you need to back down from all your negativity and everything like that, and your higher expectations. One thing I noticed about East Coast and West Coast when it comes to sports too is East Coast sports are life. Whether you're in the Northeast or the Southeast, you're good. And this is what I'm saying is it's it's very set in the West Coast. LA, you get all the LA, that's just it's a luxury. You could go to the game after your busy work day. You could go to the game. It's not really that bad. But ESPN right now has got the Tyler Skaggs thing up on the TV. I guess he was found dead in a South Lake, Texas hotel room. But getting back to what I'm saying is, no matter what sport you're in, New York fans, it's saddening that you put so much expectations on yourself because you have a high pride in yourselves to say, we're better than everybody. We're New York. Well, wants to say that the desert or the California, it's like a battle between New York and LA every time. I mean, LA fans were going to say they're the best team out there. I'm going to tell you right now. Boston's got a lot of titles thanks to the Patriots, thanks to the Celtics. Bucks have put a few up there for them. I want to tell you this. You guys are going to understand what I'm saying when I say it. The these big name cities I love it when small market towns win because the fact is it brings you down. What can you, it's, and a lot of these people, if I see Toronto or Kawhi Leonard go to LA, it's because LeBron went to LA, could have stayed in Cleveland, but he went to LA because of the fact is he went to a town which had a lot more to offer than just basketball, just the basketball. He went to a town that was able to give him something after basketball, a retirement plan. That's where LA's got the nightlife, as well as New York's got the nightlife. Now, I live here in Las Vegas, and I'm going to tell you that Las Vegas actually, we have that nightlife. We're still a small market town, though. That's why we're starting to grow. If for all you guys out there that don't know, Las Vegas has been in the works. We've got our NHL team, and they've been in the playoffs both years. They've been in existence, and they went to the Stanley Cup, the Stanley Cup Finals their first year. So, plus we got the Raiders coming in next year, not this next football season, but the football season afterwards in 2021, the 2020-2021 season. We're trying to get an MLS team. We're also trying to get a basketball team. We already got the Las Vegas Aces here. They're doing pretty good. They're about, if I'm not mistaken, they're 7-5 record-wise, as well as I wouldn't mind seeing a baseball team show up out here in Las Vegas, other than our Las Vegas Aces or our Las Vegas Aviators. But there's so much to talk about when it comes to sports. I'm going to try to do this all within a 30-minute span, and I've only got about 7 more minutes of my ranting about sports today. It's just one of those things that I'm going to tell you, it's almost to the point where there's going to be so much I want to talk about every day. I got to get some stats. I got to do my research, do some stats. This was just an off the wall, so I apologize for any break in the action. All these topics I've got written down a few games, but those aren't till tomorrow. I want to talk about some WNBA games tomorrow, who I think is going to be interesting matchups. I'm going to write down all the games. I'm going to try to break down some of my favorite plays. Some of my I'm going to throw a little bit of sports betting in there and see if we can get a couple of games like that. And I'm just like this. I'm like, you know what? I want to see teams just win games. I just want to see good games. I want to see a lot of different things. But I'll have to say I'll make it the 25th minute. I'll sign off today, and because I just still got a little bit more to talk about probably tomorrow. Until then, this is July 1st, 2019. This is day one of the start of the rants here on the Sports Lions Dens channel. And I'm going to say this. If you guys have any topics, please send me go to Facebook, find the Sports Lions Den with James Ryan. Send me some topics to talk about. I'm going to talk about all types of sports, from women's sports to international sports to domestic sports. So please stay tuned, and I'll talk to you later. 25 minutes is out. I'm done.